Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Red Rock Harley Live, episode 4 for the newbies today. As always with me, Miss Diana Anaya. Diana, how you doing?
Hello, everybody. I am back. I know you guys missed me for the last episode. I was in here. I was a little under the weather. I was kind of sick, but I'm back and I'm better, and let's get it started.
Happy to have you back. Always. It's been a really good week here. We had a huge weekend for Black Friday. Thank you for everyone that came out. We sold a bunch of bikes. A lot of parts went over the counter. A lot of bikes got some new black additions to them. So as always, we appreciate you here at Red Rock. Let's go ahead and get started.
Yes, let's do it.
So we've been talking about trying to stay in touch with some of our viewers. So let's start off with some viewer questions.
Yes, we have some questions here. The first one. Sorry. Okay, now we're ready for the questions. So the first one here is from Roxanne from Las Vegas, and her question is, I've seen so many videos about the Lowrider S. What makes it so special?
Cool. Yeah, no, good question, Roxanne. The Lowrider S, the new Softail, one of the most sought-after bikes we're seeing right now. A lot of talk about it. Very popular. We've got several here on the floor, but it's a really cool bike. It's a throwback to the 80s style, kind of badass Dyna scene with all new technology. Totally blacked out, killer look, 114-inch motor. For those a little bit more into the specifics, the 43mm Showa forks inverted front end, only Lowrider with a front end on it, only Softail in 2020 with the inverted front end, so more rigid, more stable, very cool feeling bike.
Wow, it sounds like a really cool bike.
Dual disc brakes. Yeah, you know, we always do test rides. Come on down, ride that one, ride one of the other ones, and you'll be able to kind of see and feel the difference yourself.
Definitely. Sure. Come see us, Roxanne. Next question is from Tim from Las Vegas, and his question is, how is Hiro doing?
Tim, thank you. Hiro's doing good. He was actually just in my office yesterday. For those of you that don't know, Hiro Koiso is the fastest sit-on Harley-Davidson rider in the world. He's also, fortunately for us, one of our master technicians here at Red Rock. Had a little accident a couple months back up at Bonneville. Went down going about 214 miles an hour. But fortunately, he's all in one piece. Some shoulders have healed up. Some ribs are doing better. So he'll be coming back this coming Monday, actually. Yes. His schedule's already starting to book up. So anybody that wants to get their motor built or dyno tune done by the best of the best, come and see us. But yeah, thank you very much, Tim. Hiro's doing great. We look forward to seeing him back next week.
Yes, thank you for asking about him. The next question here is from Steve from Henderson, and his question is, when's the best time of the year to buy a bike? I think we all know that's year round, you know, every day.
The age-old question. Yeah, exactly. No, definitely. Really, there's no smoke and mirrors. Every day is the best day to buy a bike here. We've got specials running all the time. We've got new bikes, used bikes. We have the largest pre-owned inventory and new inventory in Southern Nevada. So any day of the week, come down and see us, man. We'll get you taken care of. Come see Justin or Tommy or one of our finance managers, and we'll find the right bike for you.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you for your questions, guys. We appreciate it. As always, write in, email us. Any questions that you throw out there, we're going to answer, get you the most up-to-date, most accurate information possible. So our show today is all about newbies.
That's right.
And
new riders.
What better newbies hanging out with me today than you?
The one and only.
So, we know we've touched a little bit before on kind of your past with Harley and some of your experiences. Tell us a little bit about how you got into Harley, your riding experience, what you're looking forward to next.
Okay, so my first experience on a bike, it wasn't actually riding, just on a bike. My mom was dating this biker guy. His name was Richard. Yeah, and he had a bike. So I was like 12 years old. He comes over, and you know, I'm a kid, I'm all excited. Me and my brother's like, oh, let's get on the bike. So I get on the bike, he takes us for a ride, and then getting off the bike, I burn myself on the exhaust. So I'm like, oh, at that time, I'm like, oh, I'm never getting on a bike again, until I started working for Harley. So I'm here, I'm working for Harley, and then me and my best friend Jenny, you know, we both work for Harley, so we're like, let's take the class, let's learn how to ride. So we take the class, and well, you know my little experience with the figure 8. I couldn't yeah, so I couldn't get past that, so I didn't continue the class, but I will, guys. I promise I will take the class again. I will get through that, and I will be a rider.
Very cool. And how long have you worked for Harley?
I've been with Harley for 5 years now.
5 years.
Yes.
Right. And what do you do here?
I do accounting.
So when you're not being rich and famous on podcasts, you're keeping track of the books.
I'm keeping track of numbers. I'm making sure your department's all good.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Well, enough about you for now.
I could talk about me forever, guys. Really.
Let's get back to why we're all actually here. We're going to jump into our next segment, talking about the greatest motorcycle on earth, Harley-Davidson. We're ready for some Harley highlights. All right, so we're back now talking about Harley highlights. We've got a lot of questions coming in, and one of the most popular things talked about is the power plant of all these things, the heart, the motor, where it all starts from.
Yes.
Harley-Davidson, both from their runnability and even more so their iconic look, started making the V-Twin motor in 1909. Here we have a picture of a generic V-Twin motor. That's actually an Evo motor, but it shows off how you've got 2 cylinders, 2 pistons, single crankshaft,
cool
and just a really kind of cool look. You know, when you see a Harley-Davidson motorcycle, that's one of the things that they really like to keep exposed, creating that Harley sound with the geometry and the shape of the actual motor, makes that Harley sound like a Harley and look like a Harley. 1903, obviously, is when Harley-Davidson first started.
Right.
The first V-Twin motor wasn't out until 1909. In 1908, there was a rumor of a guy up in Algonquin, Illinois, doing a hill climb, and he was just smoking everybody.
Oh
and
my
he was
God.
just like climbing these hills like crazy, way faster than anybody else could. And there's rumor that was the first V-Twin motor, but it didn't become official until 1909 is when that one actually came out.
Okay.
And then they moved in, once they got the V-Twin, they went into the Flathead motor, which we're going to see a picture of next. The Flathead was the first kind of more major manufactured, more of them on the road, what became for about 30 years until 1929 the motor that Harley-Davidson was running. You could tell just by looking at it, very old school technology, old school machining, big cast iron heads, very heavy, very hot.
Yeah.
But at the time it was the latest and greatest that there was. It only made 7 horsepower. So fortunately for us guys out there that like to go fast, on sleighs that like to go fast, we got a lot more than 7 horsepower nowadays. So. And then the next one after the Flathead came out was going to be the Knucklehead.
Oh, this is the one they named after you?
Looking at the Knucklehead, actually they came up with that name from the rocker box. If you take a look, those 4 big bolts holding the rocker boxes together kind of resembles a knuckle.
Oh.
So, and that kind of started
sense.
the nicknames of the motors, and moving forward with the Panhead and the Shovelhead and some of the other ones, they kind of gotten their names based on, you can, even if you know nothing about a motor, nothing about a motorcycle or Harley-Davidson, you can look at those 2 motors, compare them, and know that they're 2 completely different beasts.
Yeah.
The Knucklehead's probably one of the most sought-after collectible bikes that's out there right now. You hear everybody's got that story of I have a Knucklehead, or I got a buddy that's got a Knucklehead. Most of them don't. We all want to.
I have a buddy that's a Knucklehead.
Yeah. And then after the Knucklehead, in the late 40s, 48, they came out with the Panhead. Again, looking at the top end of this motor compared to the Knucklehead, completely different design. Dual push rods, front and rear cylinder now, but the Panhead was really kind of when that outlaw image started, the late 40s, early 50s. You see these motors thrown all the way into like chopped up, stretched out choppers, and just really badass custom bikes. The Panhead's always really good for that, especially the way that the rockers are formed. It makes it easier to slide into an aftermarket frame. And then the next one after the Panhead was the Shovelhead. We'll talk about that one real quick. The Shovelhead was, at the time, still a kickstart motor from 66 to 84. Initially, it had a lot of issues when they first produced them, and that was right around the time that AMF and Harley joined. AMF brought in a bunch of new money, and the Shovelhead actually has more changes to that production motor than any other motor ever made.
Wow.
Yeah, it was in production from 66 to 84, but almost every year there was some type of new components or something else going into a Shovelhead to change it from the year before.
Oh, man.
Now, obviously, Harley's doing a lot more R&D before they release a motor, but the Shovelhead, if you've got a 69, your buddy's got a 70, and your other buddy's got a 71, the 3 of you have all kind of different motors, different components
Wow,
of those
that's
motors,
crazy.
which is kind of unique to the Shovelhead family. Next up is the Ironhead. The Ironhead was always one of my favorite motors just because of the kind of old school look to it. Now this one we see here, very highly customized, but the Ironhead was the first motor that was in the Sportster. When the Sportster came out in 1957, that was the 1000cc motor that all the Sportsters had.
A lot of copper going on there.
A lot of copper going on there. They call it the Ironhead. That one not so much because of the look. You definitely have a different pushrod style design. The heads were actually made out of iron instead of aluminum in cast like the years previous. So shake the teeth right out of your mouth. It sounds awesome, looks awesome, but definitely took a serious kind of rider to hop on an Ironhead and ride that thing.
Really, that one's cool.
Definitely. And then after that, so the Ironhead was in kind of constant production all the way up until now with the Sportster family, but at the same time they released the Evolution motor. The Evolution motor was another twin cam motor. There's another picture of one there with the little Willie G collection thrown on it. The Evo motor is the predecessor to what is now the Milwaukee-Eight and the twin cam motor. Very similar design, single cam. It was the first fuel injected bike that Harley ever had, 95. and kind of brought us up to our latest and greatest now. So we've got the Milwaukee-Eight. That's our latest motor. We've got those available in 107, 114, 117-inch motors. But the Milwaukee-Eight is now the latest and greatest. So, Diana, just looking at the picture,
Yeah,
come a long way.
Yes,
I mean, very old school technology,
definitely.
but now the motor leaks and the Harleys marking their territory kind of stuff has gone away with modern production and modern machining, just way better quality than we've ever really had before.
Nice.
So, which is good to see. So come on down. Most of the stuff you see on the showroom floor here is going to be twin cam motors. We've got a couple knuckleheads and shovelheads and stuff in storage, but we don't see them on the floor anymore. They're kind of hard to.
A lot of knuckleheads on the floor.
All right, so we went over some of that stuff. We've got a quick commercial. We're going to be right back with one of our new friends to introduce you to and chat about a really cool event going on this weekend here in Las Vegas. So we'll be right back. That's the new model coming out. I'm looking forward to more than anything else. That Pan America dual sport is going to be kick-ass. So, Michelle, how you doing today? Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
We're hanging out with our new friend Michelle, owner and badass boss of Hogs and Heifers here in Las Vegas. So, Michelle, thanks for coming by.
Yes.
I'll be here. Thanks for having me.
How long has Hogs and Heifers been here now in Las Vegas?
Hogs and Heifers has been in Las Vegas for over 14 years.
Wow.
Okay.
We were 14 years in July.
Awesome. Congratulations.
So, and then we celebrate our anniversary in October or late September every year.
Very cool. Well, here at Red Rock, we were really fortunate to be part of your last event here in November, which was
Yes.
awesome.
It was.
Had a great time.
That
Got
was
to see
dynamite day.
a lot of new faces, both here at the shop and down there at your bar.
It was
a really good
fun.
time.
It was,
So
we have our caterer's license now, so it was really great.
Oh, nice.
We can come out and do that anytime.
we're gonna hold you to that too.
You know, you were just talking about sporty ironheads, and I have a 68 right side shift, left side
Dude.
brake.
Lady knows how to ride. If you got that
Listen,
bike, you have to know how to
I
ride.
got to ride that around the neighborhood a few times, just around the block, just to get my brain in the right spot for it again.
And wake the neighbors up too.
Yep,
Perfect.
yep.
There you go. So
Disturbing the peace.
definitely look forward to working a lot more with you in 2020. We've talked about a lot of the events that we've had here. We're going to touch on some of the other events that we're doing, but tell us a little bit about what you guys have going on Sunday.
Sunday is our 15th annual. So we've been open for 14 years, but because of where we opened in the year, the toy run is actually the 15th year of it.
Oh, okay.
So I know that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So it is our 15th annual Miracle on 3rd Street Toys for Tots run.
Nice.
And it's a pretty unique run. So this isn't a typical toy run where you just collect toys and then go drop them off at a hospital and then you leave somewhere and, go get your drink on. This is actually an event where we put on a party for the kids. So we do bring toys, drop them off, and have a party. It's
that's
just a
very
party
nice.
for the kids.
Very cool.
So we go out to the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation, and we spend 3 or 4 hours out there, and there's face painting, ornament making. Shasta's comes out and does cookie decorating with us for the day. We have airbrush artists that come in and airbrush names on Christmas stockings
Oh, that
for
sounds like a good
300
time.
plus kids.
Very
Mickey
cool.
Harris is flying in for it. He's a world-renowned airbrush artist, member of the Pentagon Art Association, and John Deal, who's here locally,
Nice.
will also be coming out and airbrushing names on stockings, which is awesome. We have Live and Dirty is coming out to do a hat decorating station. They're going to be printing hats for the kids. We have tattoo artists that come out and do the face painting with us. So it's really a spectacular day. And the best part of the day, and what all the kids look forward to the most, is they get motorcycle rides around the parking lot.
Nice. There we go.
Nice.
Which is really awesome. And over the years, Leather Headquarters has donated all of the motorcycle helmets, and all of the helmets have been custom painted for the kids. So we have a bunch of different sizes of little motorcycle boots for the kids.
That's so cute.
So they get to put their boots on and their helmets on, and they get rides around the parking lot. And that is all headed up by Jeff Gordon, who is the president of the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation.
Wow.
So it's just a really unique and special event. The kids all get to meet Santa, and then they go through the toy room and they get to pick out toys. And it's really a beautiful day, and it's for, a really great cause. We raise funds
exciting.
for it at the bar for the month of the entire month of November, right up until the run. So we deliver a check, but the event is really more about the day, the activities, the kids getting to meet Santa, getting toys, and really for our ride participants have a very unique opportunity to experience something that is more hands-on.
Yeah.
You really get to kind of have this experience of realizing that you do make a difference. In a very unique way. It's incredible to see kids year after year, and you know, always sad, you know, when you don't see kids that return, you know, which makes it even more impactful to recognize that, you know, what an important and special day this is for the kids and the families, and them look forward to it all year round.
Awesome.
That's great.
Well, we're looking forward to supporting you. I know myself included, plus some of the crew is definitely going to be there Sunday morning. So registration's 8 to 10.
Registration starts at the bar at 8. But you know, 8:30 in the morning till about 10 a.m. I mean, you really can register right up until the last minute. Kickstands up at 10:30, and en route to the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation. The whole ride stops at Eat, which is a restaurant downtown on the corner of 7th and Carson.
Oh, nice.
And Natalie's amazing. She has been donating toys for years, so she does a whole drive herself, and her customers or employees bring toys in, and we stop there. The whole ride stops there, and we run in and bring all the toys out. And then we head off straight to the foundation.
Awesome.
From there.
Awesome. And a little after party at your place?
The after party's back at the bar, starts at about 2 in the afternoon. We always have chicken and dumplings and chili and hot tamales, and spirits to warm your spirits if your spirits aren't warm enough already.
It's a great thing to support Hogs and Heifers. We're very happy to be friends with them. If you haven't been, go check them out. If you heard about Sunday, we'll see you there. If not, make some plans to be there on Sunday. So talking about toys a little bit, we got something pretty cool to show off too. We've got some toys here in the store that just came out.
Oh yeah, let's
So
go check
take
those
a look.
out.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having
you have
me.
a great day.
Thank
You
you.
too.
Hey everybody, my name is Patrick. I'm your general merchandise manager here at world famous Red Rock Harley-Davidson, Las Vegas. Got to tell you something I'm really excited about here at Red Rock for the holiday season. That's the new Harley-Davidson Iron E bike for kids, fully electronic powered. So we've got the Iron E12, which has the 12-inch tire and wheel, and the Iron E16 for a little bit larger kids. Iron E12 is going to be from about 3 to 5 years old. Here we're going to go to about 5 to 7, powered by this little 20-volt ion lithium battery, like you see in power tools, stuff like that, interchangeable and rechargeable. Can run for about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on your riding mode for both bikes. Recharges about 30 minutes to an hour. Great thing about this is, like I'm going to step around here, you have several different riding you can adjust, so it's almost like a governor. 3 different riding modes. You just turn that power on, and you're going to turn this throttle just like on your bike.
I know. Vince is gonna help me.
Now here at Red Rock, for demo purposes, I have it set on the lowest setting, but there are basically 3 setting up to advanced. So as they learn to ride the bike and get more comfortable, you can give them a little speed, a little more power. You're going to start them off just kind of doing the Flintstones thing, where they're just going with their feet. They get a little comfortable with that, and then you can get it going with the fully powered bike. Also has a full brake here. That's obviously going to be for the back tire for safety purposes. These things are fantastic. Weight limit up to about 75 to 80 pounds. 5-year warranty on the frame. Really well built, so you can actually pass it down, hopefully from one kid to another. Let me step around here for just a second. Not only the bike, but as we know at Harley-Davidson, you got to have the gear, gloves, some fashion T-shirts. Very important. Got to have a helmet, and I also recommend maybe you pick up some of the protection for elbows, knees, and stuff like that. This is a customized sticker set where you can actually, you got to customize your Harley-Davidson. You can actually change the colors on this. I'm almost out of those, but got some more on the way. They have blue, they have white, you can black it out. So really exciting. A lot of fun, and a really quality product that we're excited about here. I've got both styles, both sizes, and all the gear. I want you to get down here, check one of these out. Let's get those kids riding early and riding for a lifetime. And speaking of toys, speaking of electronic bikes, speaking of new technology in bikes, I'm going to bring in my buddy Justin right here. He's going to tell you about some other gifts that you can maybe set the big boys and girls up with this holiday season. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, they want you to have one.
What's going on, guys? Justin over here at Red Rock. Now, like you said, big boys and big girls. You can't forget the girls, because some of the most hardcore riders I know are actually ladies. One thing we're actually very proud about here at Red Rock Harley-Davidson is we have the biggest inventory in the valley. We have over a couple hundred bikes here. this floor is always packed. Right now we have a few things kind of moved around. We have a big Christmas party coming up, but typically this floor is totally full. So anything you're into, whether it's cruising bikes, bar hoppers, you want to hit the road and hit some miles, we got it all. That being said, getting towards the end of the year, we have a lot of pre-owned bikes that we're kind of housing here right now. And matter of fact, we have 44 specific pre-owned bikes that we're doing a little special event on. So like a blue tag event. Basically, as a management team, we kind of came together and decided what we wanted to do with these bikes. At the end of the year, us as a dealership, we're going to lose a little bit. So we decided if you're going to pick up the savings or we're going to get rid of it, that's up to you. So we're doing special write-downs on 44 of the pre-owned bikes that we have. We're just going to try to put the savings in your pocket just to get you riding. And like I said, I have 44 of them. So all the different types of styles, whatever kind of riding you're into, I have a bike for you. Come see myself, Dominic, Tommy, any of the sales guys will get you riding. So like I said, super proud of our inventory here. Everything we have, this is something that all of our guys were very passionate about. We'll have the answers to any of your questions. Come see us, we'll get you all taken care of. So that's it for me. Vince, what do we got next, man?
Yeah.
Come on over, guys. We've got something really cool to show off here that we have here only at Red Rock Harley-Davidson. You got to come to the dealership to do it. This is our Jumpstart. We've got Joe here from our sales department, one of our sales managers. Our newbie, Diana. We're going to kind of highlight what the Jumpstart's all about. Joe, thanks for your help, man.
Yeah, no problem. So we're going to hop on. We're going to go over a couple of different things and get you going here on the Jumpstart. I'm going to run you through the basics, and then we'll have you fire it up and go through it. So you
All right, let's do it, Joe.
So what you're going to do now is we'll grab onto the clutch.
Okay.
And then when we actually go to start it, you'll turn on the key, hit the run switch. Yep.
Alrighty.
And, we'll hit start, and then we'll run through the gears. What I want you to do before we start it, once we get it started, I want you to kind of pull out, let out on the clutch a little bit, and find your friction point.
Okay.
So the back wheel will start to move. You'll feel the engine start to kind of lug down a little bit. And once you feel that, you're going to match letting the throttle out or letting the clutch out with a little bit of throttle, and then we'll run through the gears.
Alrighty.
Got it?
Let's get it
So
started.
we'll hit the run switch there, yep, and start it up. Cool. So step down into first gear. All right, we're going to slowly let out onto that clutch until we feel that back wheel start to move a little bit and the motor start to die down a little. So now, so right about there is your friction point. So once you get to that point, match it with a little bit of throttle, get up to about 25 miles an hour or so, and then shift up in a second.
And shift up. Okay. So.
Perfect, perfect. Let's go all the way through. There you go. Perfect, you did a great job. We'll pull the clutch in, we'll go back down into first gear. Yep, there we go.
There,
That was
okay.
perfect, that was a great run through of it.
Did you hear that? Perfect.
Cool.
We going again?
Yeah, run through it again.
Okay. I'm in first right now, right?
You should be in first. Yep.
Okay. So.
Perfect, perfect. Nice, nice. Perfect. That's great. So we're gonna step all the way back down into first gear, and then you're gonna give a half a click up once you get down into first to get us into neutral. Neutral is always the trickiest part. Every bike is a little bit different.
There
oh,
we
you
go.
got it. Perfect. So you can hit the, you can turn it off now. One above that. Yep. Perfect. That was a great run through.
Killed it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. That was
Ready to get out there on
exciting.
the road now and start practicing.
I'm ready. Let's
Which
let
one
it
are you gonna
off
sell her
this-
today, Joe?
This one.
This is it.
She's been looking at this one all day.
I do- I do
likes
like
the
this.
Hard Candy custom paint there.
So for anybody that has never ridden before and you're a little intimidated, you don't want to worry about dropping it or anything like that, come on down. This is a perfect opportunity for you to
Yes.
kind of feel out the friction zone, how to shift through gears. We can throw any bike from the showroom on this Jumpstart. You can get a feel for the next bike before you take it home. So come on down and check that out. So Joe, thank you very much for your help. man.
problem.
Thank you, Joe.
So everyone say it's getting a little cold out there. It's a little cold, but Vegas, you can still ride year round. We've got an awesome party going on here tomorrow.
Yes.
We've got our Happy
excited
Holidays
for
party
that.
coming on, so get your ugly sweater. Come on down and see us here. Red Rock Harley-Davidson, 2260 South Rainbow. Sunday we'll see you at Hogs and Heifers for their run. We've got a couple other things coming up in the next few weeks. February 1st, we've got one of our biggest runs of the year leaving from Red Rock Harley, our Chili Buns run, so more to come on that. And then I was just informed today, February 29th, Red Rock Leap Party. Leap year, all kinds of crazy things are going to happen. So we're going to
Fun.
come check that out too. So
Fun,
we appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm going to go head out and take a bike ride.
Let's do it.
Let's do
I'm
it.
ready.
We'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
Bye, guys.
Ride safe.